Yo, my people, I think I finally made it to go live on this thing. Yo, I would love to get some type of confirmation in the chat. Please give me a thumbs up or number one or something in the chat so I know that you guys hear me loud and clear and that we're all set, that we're good. Looks good anyways. Let me just shout out in the Telegram that we are live. Scar, thank you, man. Love to see you on the love to see you on the stream, man. Guest of honor, royalty. Just a sec. How are you, bro? Have you traded the market something today? So let's do this. Market open in 10 minutes. Let's see what we got so far. 3 people online. Nice, love it. Let's stack it up. All right, so let's start with a recap. Let's go for the Euro USD trade that yes, EU long. Oh shit. I took a short one. I was just going to talk about it, and you see it here. So we went. Och sorry min broder, jag pratar engelska med dig, ja. Jag måste. So this morning I called out this trade on Euro USD. It was a quite small trade, no big pips or something like that. No monster trade, but still low. Nice profits. We smashed TP1, TP2, TP3. Stop loss and break even, so perfect. We love that. It was a bit shaky in beginning. I think I called out the trade around this level, and it went up, closed our stop loss, and then it started to move in another direction. So very nice one. Worldwide, hello, brother. Hello, worldwide. So that's that. And what's the future for this trade? Well, a little bit difficult to say. The thing is like this. We broke below the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement. All right, very good. Resistance there. And the retracement level I'm talking about is from this whole swing here. So we broke below it, but now you see the market, instead of just retesting it, is breaking above it again. So we will see what happens right now. You have your stop loss and break even, which means you have secured your trade, you have secured your bag, no worries about the money. Now, of course, you don't want to lose potential profits, but still, I think this is coming down to test the 50% Fibonacci retracement level here, which means we're going to hit TP4. Further than that, I don't know. The big picture, the macro picture is a little bit more difficult to tell. Yeah, a lot of lines here, I know, because I've been zoomed in. It's a bit more difficult to tell because what has caused the euro to pump is the drop of the Dixie, of the dollar, basically. So this one has been on a downtrend, and while this one been on a downtrend, we had euro on an uptrend. But all uptrends must come to a stop and get some type of breathing room. People that have taken their buy position, in this case, the long position, will take out the profits, which will cause the market to drop, and so on. And in this case here, that might be now, actually. Why it might be now is because we had a classic 3 tops in this trend here. high, low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Now what seems to be forming here is a lower high. All right, so break of structure, which means we will have some type of correction down. And I think that correction can come down all the way here to this sweet spot zone here. Then again, macro depends a lot on what happens to the dollar, and there's so much macro events, geopolitical events going on right now. So it's very, very difficult to think ahead for more than like a couple of days, because this, oh, like if you guys been in the market, you have noticed there's something going on all the time. Something is happening all the time, and it affects the market a lot. So there's a lot of fear in the market. There's a lot of nerves in the market. So as soon as something pops out, some type of news, some tweet, some whatever, boom, the market gets affected directly, and people sell off in panic, or they buy in FOMO, or whatever. So whatever we do, we only think like 2 days ahead, basically, 2-3 days. We think the week ahead. That's the furthest we can go. So with that said, we are at a very good, how can I say, bounce level, where it's a 38.2 Fibonacci retracement of this swing. So from this bottom here to this top. And it has extra support from the 20-day EMA, the white line that you see. So it could very probably bounce up from here and continue on a new sequence to create a new high. But as I said, this sequence here is, this trend here is broken. The structure is broken. So if we're on a correction, that means we're going to drop further down here. And I believe in the further down drop. And that's it for Euro USD. So with that said, conclusion, y'all guys holding the trade. If you want to put your stop loss in profit, put it. You see on a 50-minute time frame, you get the 200-day EMA that is right now coming around our TP2 that we just smashed. So put it just above TP2. I would say put it just above this wick here on the 50-minute time frame. So that's the price level of 1.102, I would say. Yeah, put it there. 101.2. Some ish. If market breaks this, then I think it's coming down all the way to our entry again. So that's that. All right, that's it for Euro USD for now. We got market open in 4 minutes. So we want to be ready for that. Let's look at gold. Gold had a major drop today. I actually scalped this a little bit along the way. I didn't think it was going to drop this much. I was taking like 10 pips, 10 pips, 10 pips. Went good. And then it pumped up again. As usual, there are big players in the game, running this game, the market makers, as I call them. What we had also was a news event, of course, and that's what caused the drop in beginning. Where do we have this? We have it here. So in the morning, we had this CB consumer confidence. And I actually haven't looked into it, but I assume that it came down, it came out greater than the forecast. The forecast was 104.1, and I assume this one came out greater. Why is that? Because the dollar started to pump, which caused gold to drop actually. All right, so we got 2 minutes left to market open. Let's just get a bigger picture of where we're at to see. We might go into for some scalp day trade submitting. Now let's start by first and foremost removing some of these drawings, because this gets confusing. I know exactly what I have in front of me, but y'all guys don't know. This we don't need. No. All right, so the first thing I want to say is I would love the market to, yeah, exactly. I would love the market to drop down to this red line you see here. Come and retest it. So actually, I would like to see the market come down further. So we will see if it happens. Market open in 1 minute. We will see if the market starts to push down. If it got overbought here. Fundamentals are saying gold should push up. Technicals are saying gold should drop down. That's why we are confused with gold right now. Technicals are giving us a lot of room to push down actually, because there's a lot of liquidity and imbalances around here. So the zone, the area that I actually want gold to drop down to is at least 1930, like this level here, this zone here, to get some form of correction. But it should clear all this liquidity and come down to the sweet spot zone here. But the fundamentals, as I said, are pushing gold up. So we will see what happens. Now let's look, because we got market open actually right now. So let's see what's happening here. And then we always go on a 5-minute time frame to see the volatility and see if we can get some type of entry. Here we have strong support. These two lines here, I can draw them out. Market is starting by pushing down. If you're scalping, never get full, but it's a first push. Most often, it's just a wick, and then it will move in the other direction. Not much happening actually, to be honest. And why don't scalp US30 on this live session? It's because we're doing this on YouTube, and the lag from when I speak to until it comes to your speakers and to your monitor is about 6-7 seconds. So during those 6-7 seconds, a lot can happen here. So let's stick to gold and find some nice day trades for today. So the first level I would be looking at is this level here. If market comes down here, we can get a little scalpish trade, maybe from 1987-ish up to 1992. First resistance would of course be here at the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement. Now that doesn't seem to happen, because now we got to push up actually. But we're on a 1 minute time frame, remember that. So that means things looks more volatile than they are. Right now what's happening, we just have support at the 200-day EMA on the 5 minute, and we ain't got much movement. Same thing on the 50 minute. 5 minute and 50 minute 200-day EMA is perfectly co-influent, and the 20-day EMA on the 1 hour. Shit, we got major support here. We got a lot of support here. I got to draw it out. Let's go on a lower time frame to see. Yeah, exactly. This here is the support. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I might change my preferences. I might go for a buy here actually, because the support is so strong underneath. If I'm going for a buy, then it's only a short-term buy. It's like a couple of pips, and now it's moving down. Then it would be like, yeah, 27 pips, something like that. Well, we'll see. Now we're pushing down. Okay, so we're moving down to this first support I was talking about here. You got the first retrace, candle retrace. Let's see what's happening on the 1 minute. Yeah, it's pushing down with volume now. Damn, it's going down. Our euro trade is also going down. the numbers are going up in our favor, but the market is going down, so it's good for us. Have to close a trade on a previous trade, close a position on a previous trade. All blue. All right, so back to gold. Gold looks like it wants to drop, like it's pushing. You see, it's knocking on this support here. So I would actually, let me just look at it. Yeah, so we get the 200 EMA that is rejecting it, but you see that rejection wasn't very strong. So it's stuck in between here, squeezed. Let's see the next candle, what it does. And eventually, for y'all that are always here on my streams, I will start trading on MetaTrader on computer actually. So it becomes even more transparent. Yeah, y'all will see my trades. If I lose, you see it. If I win, you see it. Because I know there's a lot of bullshit traders out there claiming to make capital while they're actually losing capital. So let's keep this transparent. We're going to be the most transparent channel on the YouTube. We try to be, at least. And I think that's a recipe for success in these days of times when we got so much scam, fraudulent bullshit out there, and it destroys for people that actually try to do this seriously. Yeah, man, this thing is coming down. You see, it's knocking. Like, the thing is, when now I'm just looking for entry for scalp, actually, to be honest, if I'm gonna explain what I'm doing. I'm looking for entry for scalp. What I don't like is this wicks. Yeah, you see? So I don't like these wicks. The thing is like this. Look, market, look what happened now. Market tried to push down. It bounced off the 200-day EMA. Bounced off the 200-day EMA, bounced off the 200-day EMA, all on the 1 minute time frame. Didn't manage, just left these wicks here. So we are, and here also we got this big wick. So basically the sellers couldn't get control of the market. They couldn't break the 38.2 as support. Let's see if it changes. Yeah, now suddenly, boom, volume comes. If this thing is wicking up, if we get a wick up, no, we don't get. This thing is moving down with vengeance. I actually didn't manage to get in on the trade. And here's the thing. This is an important thing. I wanted to get into the trade here, up at this level here. I wanted to scalp the market down to about this level. Now, I didn't manage to get the entry. Why? Because market started to move up above this level. And when it came down, you guys saw it came down quick. So I didn't manage to get the entry. Now, if I miss the entry that I wanted to have, I'm scalping the markets for like 10 pips, 5 pips, 10 pips, maybe 20 pips. If I miss the entry, then don't FOMO in. Don't FOMO in afterwards and, you know, try to catch the entry. What you can do now is wait for the retrace of the candle and then jump in. But the retrace isn't coming. There's a lot of volume down. So basically we missed this trade. It is what it is. Rather miss the trade than take a losing trade, right? And that's what I always say. We rather miss the trade. We rather miss 50 trades than take 5 losing trades. Sometimes you just gotta sit on the sidelines and wait. Sometimes I can. The thing is like this. Sometimes when I trade, I can trade a whole week. Oh, now we got something happening. I could trade a whole week, nothing is happening, no trades. And then one trade, settles it all. Like I get all the profits I need from one single trade. So, and that's just from being patient. It's like the market rewards you for being patient. Okay, we're coming back up, retesting this as resistance. I might enter for a sell here with a very, very small lot. Very small lot. Risky market. So we out for the small box now. And now I just want to catch like 10 pips. I'm good. 10 pips in and out. So let's see if we can get that. Came down. Perfect. 10 pips. Oh shit. Exactly when I closed, it went back a little bit. So I caught 7.5 pip on this one. But that's how we do it, you know. So when you catch these moves, don't be greedy. Catch small pips. Catch small profits. It can be bigger profits also, but catch them. Don't look for the big margin, the big gaps. Look for 10 pips, 5 pips sometimes. Hey, this gold doesn't know where it's going to go because it's playing around with us now. Now it's moving up again. I think we're going to get a rejection here. We got strong resistance here, but still low. I don't know what's going on right now with gold. Can remove this. I'm still looking at a sell here. And when you're scalping gold, I can tell you this, on the 1 minute to the 50-minute time frame, of course on the bigger time frames as well, but when you're scalping, you basically never go over the 50-minute time frame. You always want to look at the 20-day EMA and the 200-day EMA. These ones are like, you see how it came up, bounced off it, boom, down. And that's like very often when you see market pushing towards a direction, if you got a 20-day or 200-day EMA line, you know it's going to bounce off at least a couple of pips from that line. And that's when you can scalp. You let it hit, you enter for sell in this case, and catch 5 pips, 10 pips. Because even if it's going to push through, it is going to bounce off a little bit. It's going to wick a little bit on this, on the resistance from the 20-day EMA. So that's most often how I scalp gold on a very short time frame. All right, done with the scalping. Let's see if we can find a trade here. I'm actually looking for a sell. I'm still sell bias, bearish. And that sell I'm looking for is actually here. This is how I see it. I would have a stop loss of about 22 pips. Yeah. Let's see. Let's remove this first. Hey guys, you're quiet in the chat. Y'all hear me and everything, right? Because for y'all to know, y'all know that I've been having some technical problems with the streaming, and sometimes when it gets quiet, I get nervous that that I'm offline or something again, talking to myself. Yesterday I was streaming a whole webinar, half an hour. I was just talking to myself. I thought I was live. Apparently I wasn't. Yeah. The only thing that discouraged me from entering this trade is that it looks like the market wants to break down, but it can't. There's too much resistance. Buyers are strong. It's a lot of volume that should push down the market. You see this? Wow. This is on the 1 hour time frame. That's major undecisiveness. Major. So I want to see this market come down all the way to 58. That's my target. Yo, drop me something in the chat if you hear me, just so I know that y'all still with me. Yeah, I'm entering sell position with a minor lot. I'm looking at this. This is my trade. Not normally, no. If I see something special, we can look at it in a couple of minutes. Is there something special with it, Henrik? Perfect. Thank you, Shkar. My G, always with me. So, okay, look, we got this, we got this. If this drop happens, yeah, I'm looking for to add to the position. If this drop happens, first take profit is at 84.5. Sorry, 80. Let's say 85 just to be sure. And sorry for all these lines here. I'm gonna clean up the chart very soon. I know it gets a little bit messy sometimes. I need to keep it like that just to know the levels. What did I say? 1985 TP1. And oh yeah, stop loss. So this trade is active now, but if you're entering, enter with like maybe half of your normal size, your normal position size. And the stop loss is 1990.8. Let's see. And then we got next take profit. Take profit here, just above the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement is 1981.7. See if I get the time to call it out in the Telegram group. And by the way, if we got new viewers here, we got a Telegram channel. Y'all should join it. It's free. That's what we're calling out trade. It's most of the time. There's a community there as well. That's it. And TP4, I'll leave it open. It'll probably bounce off this. No, I'll leave it open. TP4 open. Just like that. Now we can clean up a little bit here. Now we can clean up a little bit. See what we got. All right, let's do this. I have to call this one out in the Telegram, but I'm just waiting for the entry to become better. I don't want to tell them to get on this now. We need to have some form of retrace. Maybe it's too late. Maybe it's too late. Market is already moving. Not only already moving, we're already closing into our TP1 actually. All right, interesting. Perfect. Now we have the entry. So let's do this. That's that. Now let's see if we can put in a TP here. Next TP 1981.7. Boom, that's that. All right, let's see if we can get TP1 to hit. Came close actually. Very close. Shit. Should have hit. We reversed just above TP1. That's funny. So for any new viewers here on the channel, we are in a sell trade for gold, and we entered at about 1988, 1999, 1989-ish. That's the zone. And here are the levels, if you need to see them, that we're looking at. Let's go back to Euro USD and see what's going on there. Damn. What? It almost popped TP4. Yeah, that was crazy. Man, it turned just above our TP4. Same thing like with gold just happened. I'm actually going to close TP1 now manually on gold. Just did it because we cannot afford to risk. This is what's happening. You see, it's like just hovering just above TP1. So I close it manually. I would suggest you guys do the same before it retraces. I think it will drop down further, but it's always good to secure some type of profit. So we have TP1 secured. What do we do with the stop losses? Still, I would say keep it where it is. We need to give it some room to. It might come up, play around a little bit with these resistances here. Resistance level right here, but don't think so. But it might do it. So we want to give it some room to breathe, because I think the market is dropping further down. It should, technically, it should. Fundamentally, it shouldn't. Fundamentally, it's pointing upwards actually, because what's happening now when it comes to gold, I've been saying this before if you've been on my London sessions live stream, countries are accumulating gold in masses. So it's not even people, it's countries, central banks. We got Turkey, Russia, China, Saudi Arabia, and a lot of other smaller countries, Brazil. All of them are accumulating like all the gold they can get their hands on. So what does that mean? There's a supply shock. There's too little supply of gold out there in the market, and therefore, when the demand is higher than the supply, of course, normal rules of economics. You guys know what happens. Price goes up. So that's that. But you got to know also that gold is one of the most manipulated markets when it comes to trading, Forex and commodities. Maybe crypto is more manipulated, but if we don't take crypto into the picture, then gold is super manipulated. And I think that's what's going on now. We got big players here playing a game with us, the market makers. But as I said, technically it should drop. Major imbalance down here, major volume, major unfilled orders, a lot of stuff pointing at gold dropping down to at least I would say, just to fill these imbalances, at least 1956 would be perfectly correlated with Fibonacci from this whole drop that we had, and also from Fibonacci on, see, there's two Fibonacci lines here, so also the Fibonacci from this last sequence that we saw, and that retraces 38.2 classic. So I think that's where the market should come, at least, for anything else. But right now there ain't much happening here. Let's just see if we can get another lower low. If we get so, then we smash all these take profits, then we're good. When market breaks below TP1, that's when you move in your stop loss to break even. All right. So when market breaks TP1, move stop loss to break even. All right. Another push down, and let's see if we can do this. Guys, markets are slow. This doesn't seem to want to happen now. If you took the trade and you closed it when I said, then you already have your TP1 secured. If you want to be safe, put your stop loss into break even. I would say, I don't say nothing when it comes to that. It's 50-50. If you want to be safe, put your stop loss to break even. Very likely you will get stopped out. But still, you have secured your TP1, so that's good. You have a couple of bucks. You have like 10 pips in the bag. If you want to put down the stop loss a little bit to decrease the risk, I would say get it down to like 1989.7 ish. That's where I would put it, 1989.7. Then we're just above the 200-day EMA. We're above this whole resistance zone here, and that means the price has a couple of lines of defense to crush before it can actually breach our stop loss. So that's that. And with that said, oh, euro keeps dropping. Love it, love it. Our trade is how much? We got so far we have made almost 40 pips. Nice one. So when we hit the TP4, which is close, but it might want to reverse from the 61.8 Fibonacci extension. If we hit it, we have 40 pips in the bag. I would say take your stop loss. If you're still in this trade, put your stop loss down just above the 38.2 or the 27.2. So I would say take it down to 1.1014 to be safe. All right, then you have, not to be safe, but to have your stop loss in profit, so you secure the last TP as well, even though the market reverses. With that said, guys, ain't much happening right now. I gotta go. I got a beautiful sunny weather here. I'm streaming live from Marbella, Spain, and the sun is shining today. So, and I heard you got spring in Sweden as well. So I don't feel bad saying this. Oh, now we hit TP1. Perfect. So I'm gonna go get some cardio in my system, and I wish you guys a blessed day. Trade safe and stay prosperous. All right, peace out.